Hi, this is lowercase Jason from 211, and I'm here with Julia Nunes, and I'm going to ask her some questions. Alright, you've said that in your early YouTube videos, they were only really for your friends, basically to share your music back and forth, and that your fame kind of took you by surprise. Did you always plan to make this a career, or was it just like a random thing that happened?
I had no intention of making a career of music. I assumed that I would always just play and write and do open mics and then have kids and make them listen to my songs. But it's happening.
Just kind of randomly, like accidental celebrity.
I've started taking it way more seriously, and I think I am trying to earn it in my own eyes now.
Alright, as you might know, my blog 211, we have a feature that we call Any Asshole with a Guitar and a Camera, where basically what we're saying is that because the internet is open to everybody, anybody that has a camera and any sort of musical talent can get their audience. And on there we featured people like you, like Pamela Moose, like Lauren O'Connell. Do you think that this trend of people just being able to get on the internet and get celebrity basically will continue, or do you think that it's just a fad?
I think there has always been some way for people who are sick of being told what to listen to on the radio to find good musicians. I don't know if that will always be on YouTube, but I think, there's websites like Pitchfork that were like really cool for a second, and then once everybody figured out that that's where everyone else was finding good music, they decided that they didn't want to do it anymore. So there's always going to be a place where you can go to find new music, but there's also always going to be radio superstars,
Okay. Also kind of going along with that, are you concerned that because everybody has access to the internet, that because so many people can just record themselves and put themselves out there, that there's kind of a white noise of people who don't necessarily have a lot of talent but are getting attention, and it's kind of watering things down? Like, have you seen a big deluge of ukulele players all of a sudden?
There is a huge uprising of ukuleles, and I think that's very cool. My philosophy is always that good music will get found, and even though I'm not like a huge fan of like Justin Bieber, he fits like an entire demographic's idea of awesome music, and that I can't knock that because I listened to NSYNC, so
yeah, he was found on the internet too, so
it would be Justin Bieber came out from YouTube, but it would be hypocritical of me to like judge teeny boppers because I was once one of them.
All right. Is the piracy of your music a concern to you, and do you think that there's a way to fight piracy without hurting artists that are doing it on their own, or by not breaking the internet like people said SOPA and HIPAA might have been?
I ask that like people not do it, but I would rather have someone download my music and become a fan for free and just like join the group of people that are fans of my music and like whatever community it has become, and then pay to get into a show, than to have never been able to find my music at all because they had to pay money for it and they didn't have any money. So I would rather have fans than have $1 for every time my song went on the computer.
Right, and my final question is, there's been a few music journalists and bloggers recently that have said that it's difficult for female artists to be taken seriously, even in the indie music category, that they're kind of seen as cute instead of talented. Has this been a problem for you? Is it something that you've had to overcome? Is it something that isn't a problem at all?
I think if there is a misconception about me when I walk into a room, I probably offset it pretty quickly. Lots of times, I have a bandmate, his name is Mike, and lots of times they assume that he's the lead singer, even though the name on the bill is Julia Nunes. I don't know why. They didn't do it here, but lots of times they'll like mix his vocals way up because, I've got the tiny little instrument and he's got the real guitar, blah, blah. But then I sing and then they figure it out.
Alright.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much. This was Julia Nunes. Her new album, Settle Down, comes out on February 28th. And this is Lowercase Jason for 211.